Hello, my friends. Hope you guys are doing well. Wherever you are at, it's dark outside, so it's evening here, but it's probably you're just waking up somewhere in the world and seeing a beautiful sunshine and birds chirping. That's like a movie scene kind of a thing. But here today, it's been a little cold for me. Like I always say, my house is always like in 60 degrees, whether it's winter or summer. And my wife likes it cold. Anyway, today I want to talk to you guys about serendipity. And I'm probably butchering the way I'm pronouncing it, but my accent and everything. And the moments of those are like incredible. And this video is about Croatia, Zagreb. My visit to Zagreb this couple of weeks ago, and this was before Venice. And I have to say it was an amazing trip. I never thought things would unfold the way they did. I booked the day I arrived in Slovenia, because from Slovenia it's about 2.5 hour ride. I did a little bit of research, not a whole lot on Zagreb, what it's like or what it's all about, none of that. I just knew I wanted to make a day trip. So I talked to the concierge in Slovenia when I arrived at the hotel. And he said the best thing you could do is train. And I wanted a little bit more comfort, and I wanted to do it at my pace. So I said, what will it cost to have a taxi take me, a private car with a chauffeur? And he says, you're talking about a lot of money and it's not worth it. And he just kind of kept on discouraging. And I was surprised because they have connections to these taxi rental people, and I'm sure they get some commission out of it. But he was like, kind of just pushing me to just go on my own, in a sense of take a train, take a public transportation, or take a bus. Don't try to take a cab. And he said it'll cost you nearly 500 euros. I said, oh, that's okay. It's within my budget. I can do that. And my wife was saying, let's not spend that money. Let's spend it on shopping. Not really saving money, but to buy things. So I said, okay. So I gave it a thought. I said, you know what? I don't want to deal with trains. And I asked him what were the train costs. He says, not more than 50 euros per person. And so when I went back to, check on what he said to the train station, which was about like 20 minutes walk from my hotel. And it was even cheaper than that. It was like 10 euros one way, 10 euros coming back. So it was like 40 euros for both of us. I said, this is a good deal. But for some reason, the train timings were not working for us. So I looked into bus, and bus was not bad either. So I said, you know what, I'll take a bus, which leaves in the morning and, not early in the morning. So it was like perfect timing, so we could have our breakfast and we could be on our way. So we went ahead. I booked my ticket for Croatia with the bus. I took concierge's advice and I did not take the cab. One thing I'll tell you guys, if you're going to Croatia and Slovenia, even Italy, have some euros with you, because small shops do not take credit cards, one. And even the bus station in Slovenia didn't take credit card. I was just shocked about that. I had to keep pulling money out of ATM. But one thing, if you are an American Express card holder, make sure you have Visa or MasterCard with you, because they don't take American Express card, period. And so it was a very difficult, I'm glad I had the other cards to do, but it was a very difficult situation because Some places didn't even take the credit card, so I had to go to the ATM and keep pulling out cash. So then you have to pay fees on that, and it's just but that's the part of traveling, So it would be wise to budget yourself X amount of dollars that you're going to pull out of the machine, and the bank fees that they charge and your bank will charge. Maybe your bank doesn't, mine does, and I don't like them, but it is what it is. So anyway, so just for the tip that I want to give you on this is, Amex is great because you can earn a lot of points and get a lot of freebies, but Croatia and Slovenia do not take Amex, period. And I asked them, why is that? They said because it's such a big bank and they tried to, the fees was just too much and the businesses were losing money, so they just kind of took Amex out of the system. So I don't know if Amex took themselves out or the vendors just said like, we don't want you Amex, kind of a thing. So, but personally, I like Amex. All this saying, I would say, is my time to get into Zagreb was amazing. I met, the first time I got off the bus in Zagreb, I didn't know where I was going. We had no idea. I said, okay, I gotta get first some cash. I was running out of cash. So as soon as I get off the bus, I see Western Union currency. I said, oh yeah, great, this is great. Obviously, Western Union is not gonna say that, but they were not fair in exchange. So I would say they gave me a very bad rate. But when you're stuck, you gotta just go with it. So I cashed some money, and so I had some euros in my pocket. So I said, wherever we go, we should be okay. And while I was asking the exchange lady, the cashier, I said, could you tell me how I could get to downtown from here, or is this the downtown? And she could not understand me. She didn't speak a lot of English. There was a lady, she just chimed in. Oh, you just take number 6 tram and it will take you there. And she was very friendly, and her name is Matea, and I have put her interview on this video, on this one. And she was the first contact in Zagreb who was very kind, very helpful. And so she started to tell us like, oh, you will enjoy it here and stuff like that. And then she said, so I said, well, I don't know where the tram station is. She said, oh, it's right outside. You go outside, you cross the road and you'll be there. I said, fantastic. I said, what number? And she said, number 6. I said, okay. And I said, well, where can I buy the tickets, or do I buy it, in the train, or, like, oh, don't buy the ticket. I said, she says, I have not bought the ticket for 5 years and I'm riding the tram, because she lives in Raki or Reki, somewhere in Croatia, on the coast. And she's been living in Zagreb for past 5 years. And she said, I've never bought a ticket. I just get on the tram and, and go about my business. I said, okay. So I said, thank you, And I told my wife, I said, I don't do stuff like that. That's just not me. I'm gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna find a way to do. So that's when, on that tram platform, I met Sonia, who actually helped us. And I said, well, Sonia, I don't have a ticket and I want to get to the square. She says, there is a machine over there. But I said, well, can I just buy it? And she said, yeah, you can buy it with the driver. So we are talking a little bit, having a conversation, and then the train comes, number 6. And I said, well, where do I get off? Can you tell me where I can get off? I said, oh, don't worry, I'll show you. I'm going the same way. I said, perfect. So I go in there, the tram driver, I hand him, 5 euros. I said, at least one-way ticket. I don't know what will be. I said 2 tickets to Square. And the guy says, oh, no. So basically saying that I'm not going to charge you. I said, okay, that's good. I mean, it was coming from the horse's mouth, so I was fine. And I was comfortable with that. But what Matea said to not pay is just not me. I'm not that kind of a person. I will pay where I need to pay. Anyway, so we left Matea there at the Western Union area. She gave us some direction. Then Sonia, we met on the platform of the tram, and she took us rest of the way. And it was just serendipity. It's the moments of things that are just like aligning for you, just happening. And that's when we had the conversation with Sonia, who was, not very happy with the world and so forth. She was going for a protest, and I have said that in that other video, all of that. So if you want to know more about it, you can go back and see that video. And the title of that video was, "Is Your Love Like Cabbage or Like a Rose?" And it was the Valentine's Day theme was on how I view love as. Anyway, so Sonia, we talked to her for a while, and then we got off the same bus stop, and I asked her if I could take an interview, and she said, no, I gotta go to the protest. But we parted ways. And so where we get on the square, it's just like right there. We don't know. We said, oh, this is beautiful. This is nice. We start videoing and, taking selfies. And it's like, oh, this is so nice. The architecture, I love the buildings. And I said, honey, this is great. Like, okay, now what? What do we do? And before we can make any decision, Matea stops on that station, that stop. And then she's like, hey guys. I said, hey, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, my mom was coming from somewhere to give her a jacket because Croatia at this year actually has been brutal cold in Croatia, in Zagreb. So she says, I needed a jacket. So she brought the jacket for me. So I was waiting for her at the bus station. So she gave me the jacket. Now I'm going to come here to the market and go shopping for produce and stuff. And, I said, oh my gosh. I said, seeing you again. So she said, did you pay for the ticket? I said, no, we didn't pay for the ticket. And she made a joke about this in the video. But she goes, you guys are fun. And she was very nice, and we got to know her. And I've interviewed her, and you will see her interview, and I'm going to let you make the decision on her. She didn't want to be on the camera, and I said, that's fine. And then we continued, she left, we said our goodbyes, and then we went sightseeing, we did our stuff, and then next thing you know, wanted to go to this authentic food place, Croatian cuisine. So I said, where can we find that? So we started to walk into a souvenir shop. We wanted to buy some stuff for our kid. And so I went ahead and I asked her, I said, okay, can you tell me what's the traditional food here? And so forth. And she was saying, you're wrong, you're asking the wrong person. I said, okay. I said, you're a Croatian, right? She said, yes, but I am not involved in eating as much. All I eat is bread and cheese. So she said, you can ask me about bread and cheese. I said, okay. And anyway, so I said, okay. But she says, if you want the traditional food, you go down this alley and you will find, food places. They have one that is really authentic. So I said, so we started to walk and we went through this alley and we saw this place called Lostruck. And I said, wow. And I saw TripAdvisor's sticker on it. It had given it like 4 stars or 5 stars, something like that. I said, wow, okay, this is it. We will come here. And so we kind of peeked in, we saw, and I said, well, let's explore the city. And we went out and we started to walk. And I'll tell you, what we saw in that area was very beautiful. I felt like I was in Epcot Center. Those who have been to Epcot will know what I'm talking about, how they create the buildings, the atmosphere of a different country. And some of them were like kind of ruins and some were like brand new. Just, it had this beautiful feeling there walking the street. And personally, I was really enjoying it because it just looked very, very nice. So we are talking and we are just exploring. And by the time we were done, let's go to get our meal before we take our bus. Our bus was leaving at 5 o'clock, 5:30 something. And it would put us into Slovenia around 7-ish, 8 o'clock. So I said, let's do that. And so we were ready to go, and then we meet Sonia, and Sonia looks at us. It's like, hey guys, what are you guys doing? I said, oh, we are just exploring the city. I said, how was your protest? And she said, it was great, and so forth. Like, you guys want to join us for coffee? We are going for coffee. And she took us for a coffee, and that was another amazing time we had. But the whole point I want to talk about this is situation that arose in my life for me and my wife was just serendipity. Basically, we had no plans and it just unfolded as we were going, and it was just wonderful to experience everything that we were encountering. And we came out so fulfilled. Just that day trip was like, wow, I could live in Croatia. I really, really enjoyed the people. What I saw, the people were a lot more friendlier. Sense of Slovenia versus Croatia. And not saying Slovenia was bad. It was wonderful and people were very nice. But Croatia people were just open. They wanted to help you. They wanted to, interact with you. Highly recommend going to Croatia. I would like to see other parts of Croatia, maybe another time, but I try to avoid going back to the same country because I want to see more countries. So once I do a few more countries, then I might probably do another trip to Zagreb. But just to know that everything happens for a reason. If I insisted on my comfort and what I wanted with the cab driver, it would have been great, but I would have not met fine people like Mataya and Sonia and her friends, Sonia's friends. I would have missed out on those things. So sometimes we have to make a decision in life and go with something that we are not used to, or which may feel a little bit, it's not my thing, but I'm going to give it a shot. And you will come to find out that things just unfold, And I was surprised that the concierge was discouraging me taking a taxi because I have traveled enough where I know they have like this connection with people, and they get like, hey, okay, I'll give you 5%, 10%. You give me clients. So there's some deal going on. But this guy was like insisting I don't take cabs. I don't know. So I feel like God wanted me to experience these other things that I would have missed out on. If I would have had the cab, I would have told him to take us to this other place, or say, okay, find the best highlight, take me over here. And I would have never met Sonia or Matea at the bus station or the tram. So those things were meant to be in my life, and I have experienced that. And now I can say sometimes things happen for a reason, so we can get the best benefit out of it. And I am full in my heart, and so is my wife, traveling to Croatia. And so I would say is go and experience life and let it have those moments, serendipity moments in your life, and let it unfold. Don't fight it, allow it, and things will unfold and you will come out better and happier. So by that I'll say is go ahead and watch this video. You'll see the sightseeing, you'll see some of my commentary, and some of the things you may get a little kick out of it, you may giggle, but I feel the view of Zagreb is amazing. And if you have not been there, or you have been and you feel, oh, it's nostalgic, I've been there, I've seen this, then it's great that I'm bringing that back to you, the nostalgic moments. And if you ever thought about going to Zagreb, hope this will inspire you to go there. And if you are never going to travel, or if there's something that you don't feel like you want to be overseas, this will be for you to travel virtually. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy all the things that I've said that will inspire you and open to what the serendipity moments will be in your life. I don't know, only you, the time will tell you. But sometimes it's good to be spontaneous and just go with the flow and let those moments happen in your life and make it a memorable one, like it has done for me. So this video is going to be a little bit long, but this is the end of my travels, and I hope that I can travel more. So send me good vibes, good thoughts, and prayers so that I can travel more. And if you think I need to go and visit a certain place, let me know in the comments. And what you think about the interview, what do you think about Zagreb? Do let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share so we can grow as a community and I can make more videos and inspire you and inspire myself at the same time, because when I'm talking to you, it's not you, it's I'm talking to us. I'm inspiring myself to do something great and do something good for others. So wherever you are, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, we are in Croatia, Zagreb, and I met a wonderful person named Sonia. Unfortunately, she didn't have the same view as mine to bring unity as such. She was actually coming in the same train station, that tram that we were in, and she was going for a protest. She was fighting for another journalist who didn't get his compensation from the government, so she was fighting the government for that. But here we are in the Brain Square of Zagreb, and it looks beautiful. I love it. So stay along with me, and I'm going to show you a few more pictures and videos of Zagreb. Have a wonderful. Hi guys, I have made a new friend here. Doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm not putting myself on the camera either, but I'm going to put myself on the camera a little bit later. But we want to hear from, can you introduce yourself? Just your voice. What's your name?
My name is Matea.
Matea is from Croatia.
From Rijeka, southern coastal side. Not Dalmatia, but by the sea.
What can we do to make the world a better place? What would be your opinion?
Our world or your world?
Listen every day.
All right.
Don't forget.
She said listen to
This
Elvis.
is spontaneous.
Elvis Presley. She was talking about not this empty music, right?
Now this empty and moda, you know, moda is no fashion. Sorry.
Oh, the models. Yeah, models.
Like just for the fashion, it's really, I don't like this trend.
Yeah, where you just are trying to pose and make it look a certain way for Instagram, but not living life for real.
So in your opinion, what should we do as humans, as people, to be good to one another?
Music, she said, and what other things
What
make you
else?
happy?
Spend the time to better education in general. Education is not like I'm going to university, but be with
more knowledge,
sensible education between each other.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And not to be like just I want to buy a mascara. I'm sometimes like this.
Yeah.
I'm talking also about me, not on a world. This world also has something to do with me directly. And I am sometimes posing and making stupid photos. That's not.
So, like before, you said you have been to America. You've been to Missouri, state of Missouri.
Yes.
What would you say about Americans?
In generally,
Yes.
when you speak with someone in Croatia, oh, they are like laughing all the time, but not in a good way. But my experience is that you are like all the time over, like wow. But we were
Very happy.
But yes, but it's not fake for me.
Yeah.
We are genuine.
No, like
to
for example, I finished this faculty for tourism and hospitality management, and here I think that we are not polite with like what do we like to drink. I
We've
think it's so
experienced it a
there.
little.
You feel like wow, somebody wants me, somebody wants to talk with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Warm
Well,
and
thank
friendly.
you. So
Really?
thank you for that.
and I would like to go. Okay, it's far away, but if I had the
Yeah, you
opportunity,
can come to the Carolinas.
yes.
Yes.
Southern
Southern
hospitality.
hospitality. We are so happy that we ran into you. And she's
You're
the
so
one
nice to
who
help us to
actually
know how to
helped
get
us
here.
to get on the bus number 6 to Pram actually.
Not to buy a ticket.
Why, what?
Yeah, and she had managed to get us over here. So we appreciate you. Thank you again. And
Thank you.
we hope to see you again in the Carolinas. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Interesting. The roof is collapsing, and you eat here. So you're basically eating at your own risk. So if you have no insurance, I would suggest you better not eat here, or you'll be eaten by the grave. So I should say swallowed by the grave, but.
See what's down
But
there. There's
then you
some
have this amazing looking building, beautiful decorated, and new, old. It's like kind of mixed. So you get that to make you feel like you are in a war-torn country, but actually this was part of Yugoslavia, Croatia, and now it's an independent country. And so I would say it's beautiful. Actually, overall, I love it. Right here is Bombay store, and then you have Bombay Grill. Yeah. Indians are everywhere. They're the second largest population in the world. And see, this says pani or pani, however you want to say it. But in India, that would mean water. So, but this is so cool. I'm loving this. Look at this. Now that is so awesome. Just look at the building. As you can see, there's iron in that building, crisscross. If you can notice that. Isn't that cool? I love architecture. Surprisingly, I never became an architect. I guess I was not very good in math, so never made it to that. But I'm enjoying the buildings. Look, that there's another one that has got this little window there. This is so cool. That is so cool. Look at that. I don't know how they heat up the house, but maybe that's their attic or something. But it's so neat. All right, buddies. Hope you enjoy this. I want you guys to notice something. The stairs on that is so steep. It's like, who wants to get their jaw and teeth broken? Please help yourself to that place. That's what I feel like when it gets cold here. If it rains, cold in a sense, if it's like icy, that would be a bad situation. I know my teeth will be on the floor for sure. I can't handle steep stairs. I need to work out a little bit more, and maybe that will help. But now we are heading back towards the main square. But on the way, we are trying to find the restaurant we saw that was advised by TripAdvisor to go ahead and try it. So I'm gonna see if I can find that restaurant again, because we didn't take the name of it, but I'll find out. All right, just got into a corner here on the street. And this is another cool looking building right here. go up there, but I have gained so much weight, I don't think my body could handle that climb. So I'm just gonna have to walk a little bit and head back. I need to actually go ahead and get something to eat because getting a little peckish here. Wow, look at this. Isn't that beautiful, guys? I hope you guys are enjoying as much as I am, and I'm bringing you the whole experience of Zagreb, Croatia. If you can make it here, do it. If not, I hope this will bring you to Croatia and experiencing them for yourself. The people, the culture, food, which I'm gonna have in just a few minutes, and you know, the architecture, everything is so wonderful. So anyway, here it is. Continuing the street walk. Look at this. I feel like I am in Epcot Center because it's so perfectly staged. Look at that. History. I'm gonna try and check it out. What is that all about? Is the history of Croatia or just world history? We'll have to just find out. But I'm loving this. And at the moment, my fingers are about to fall off because it is freezing cold. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Hey guys, we are here now in Lastruk. This is a well-known place for people to come. It's through TripAdvisor. And we're gonna have some traditional food, and we're having a traditional beer,
Croatian white wine.
Yep,
And it's sweet, so I'm happy about that.
exactly. So we had a great time with the ladies, as you have seen that before. And now we're gonna try some original Croatian food, which I'm very much excited about. So I will let you know how it is.
Last week. Yes.
Alley Street, a bunch of restaurants and different stores, mostly restaurants. So cool. And then there is a statue of this lady. I have no idea who she is, but I'm pretty sure she was some prominent one because she is dressed really nice. So I love the architecture of such things. I mean, look at this. I love the colors too. They made a premium choice of colors. Nice little music playing there. Alrighty. I think it goes on and on and on and on. That is a Croatian flag, I believe. Don't count me on it. I'm still learning about the culture and understanding. But one thing I have understood, they have nice kebab here. I might want to try that. I love kebabs. And I think I find them a lot more friendly and kind. But look at this cool building. Wow, look at that. It's a hotel. I believe so. Yeah, it's a studio, apartment type. What did you say?
The traditional type of build is stucco and wood.
That's it, stucco and wood. Amazing. Now and then when you see my camera being focused, it's just the Apple phone does that. But here's some souvenirs. I just bought some souvenirs for my daughter. Apparently, I paid a lot more money. So that's how it goes. Unless you shop around, you ain't gonna find a deal. So anyway, guys, I hope you like this. If you like, please subscribe, share, and let others know the Croatian culture. And it's a great place to visit. Zagreb is a wonderful city. So far, I've loved it. People are so friendly. You won't be disappointed.